It's been 4 months since Eva said yes to Jack's proposal. The exact number of days that she hasn't talked to Giselle. This is the first time they've gone for days without talking. Giselle won't even look at her in the office. Eva was trying her best to understand Giselle's suspicions about Jack. She knew that her best friend was just trying to protect her. But Jack never did anything to make her feel that way. And that is what Eva couldn't understand. Babe, which one do you think suits the theme of our wedding? She tried to talk to Giselle multiple times, but she will turn her back on her. Giselle is the only one that Eva considers as a family, and she wanted her best friend to be part of her special day. Babe, are you with me? Jack held her hand that made her snap back to reality. I'm sorry, you were saying? Eva asked, ashamed of spacing out. They were supposed to be happy and excited about their upcoming wedding. But her mind kept circling back to how she can make it up to Giselle. Give us a few minutes, please, Jack said to the event organizers. Eva felt terrible for not being with Jack completely. Is this about Giselle and the fight you two had? Jack asked, sounding concerned. She still won't talk to me. Eva can no longer hold her tears. I don't know how to reach out to her anymore. I'm sorry if I came between the two of you, Jack said apologetically. Let me talk to her, okay? I'll do everything, even dance in front of her for the two of you to be okay again. Don't, Eva said, laughing. I've seen you dance, so please don't. They both laughed. Seriously, I can't bear the thought of knowing that you're heartbroken because of the gap between the two of you, Jack said sincerely. I promised I would make you the happiest woman, and I intend on keeping that promise. Jack took Eva home to let her rest. He decided that he will visit Giselle and talk to her once and for all. Giselle just woke up and was about to go to the bathroom when she saw a picture of her and Eva. It was taken the day they both got promoted. Two best friends in their happiest moment. Finally achieving the success that they worked hard for. Not even in her wildest dreams that she thought they would end up separated because of one man. She knows that Eva tried to talk to her numerous times. She's been trying to approach, but she insisted on keeping her distance. She was deeply hurt by what she to her that night. She wanted space. She's giving her space. Giselle, someone's looking for you. Giselle heard her mom call for her right after she went out of the bathroom. In a minute, Mom, she responded. Filled with confusion on who might be her visitor, Giselle quickly put on a simple dress and went downstairs. The man sitting in their living room shocked her completely. What are you doing here? She asked Jack with a blank expression. Can we talk? Jack asked in a calm voice. In the garden. Giselle, still persistent on not trusting Jack, said and went out to the garden. Giselle sat on a metal chair while Jack took the swing beside her. Jack let out a loud sigh when he saw that Giselle wouldn't even look at him. Why are you like this to me? Jack's tone was of someone heartbroken. I never did anything wrong. I love Eva, genuinely love her. I know that you care for her, and that's the reason you don't trust me because of my past. But I'm trying so hard to be worthy of her love. Why won't you give me a chance? Giselle looked away and sighed. Jack was right. He hasn't done anything that could make her hate him. She can't even understand herself. All she knows is that she can't trust Jack. She has a solid feeling that he would hurt her best friend. I don't know. I just feel that I can't trust that you will love and take care of my best friend, Giselle admitted. You know how unfair that sounded, right? Jack was shocked by her reason. I know and I feel about it. But I can't help. Somehow I just know that you're going to hurt her in the end. Giselle looked at Jack and continued. But I love my best friend and I want her to be happy. So if you make her happy, then we're good. Jack was pleased with how his conversation with Giselle went. All he wanted was to make Eva happy. After their discussion, he was able to convince Giselle to help him surprise Eva. Jack told her how broken Eva has been for the past 4 months, and that he wanted them to get together again. With the help of Giselle's mom and some of their workmates, Jack set up an on-the-spot engagement party. He called Eva and asked her to meet at a restaurant that they had dinner once. He knows how Eva loved the restaurant. She's here, Carrie announced when she saw Eva's car being parked outside. They all hid and waited until Eva was inside the restaurant. Hey, what are we doing here? Eva asked, smiling, unaware of what was about to happen. I told you that I want to make you the happiest. Jack caressed her cheeks. I hope this will win me some points. He added, laughing softly. Soft music started to play as bubbles began to float around Eva and Jack. The first to come out was Eva's goddaughter, Sia. She gave her an angel figurine, a cupid. Next was Sia's mother, Lenny, one of their workmates, who gave Eva a book about being a mother. Few more people came out of hiding before Giselle's mother came out. She smiled genuinely at Eva and gave her a Bible. Eva cried because of so much happiness. Giselle's family was the only family she knew aside from her mom. I know how heartbroken you were for the past 4 months. Jack held her hand and kissed her. And because I love you, she loves you. We decided to set aside our difference for you. Then he guided Eva to turn around. Eva's emotion became uncontrollable when Giselle is standing behind her. She was holding a huge framed picture of them when they both graduated. The day that they promised that even they had their own family, they will be sisters. I was selfish. Because I wanted to protect you. I forgot to think about your happiness. Giselle was crying too. Will you forgive me? No more words were needed between two best friends who promised to be each other's guide and protector. Giselle and Eva hugged each other tightly. Now Eva can finally say that she is completely and utterly happy. A year into their marriage when Jack started drinking. He will come home almost every night, drunk and angry. Eva is trying her best to be an understanding wife. She would take care of him, feed, bathe him, and change his clothes even when Jack would tell her, blaming her that she no longer receives offers in her modeling career. Babe, let's eat? Dinner's ready. Eva calmly announced to her husband, Jack, who's lying in their bed. Do you know what I see in you right now? Jack asked her in a rude tone. Desperation. Eva was stunned by her husband's statement, but she chose to be quiet. They are already the talk of the neighborhood 1.5 months after their marriage. Every time that Jack would come home, he drank. But even in his drunken state, he would still abuse Eva. And she can't complain. His words were always, "You're my wife, and this is your obligation." Eva was about to go downstairs to eat alone when Jack grabbed her shoulders and pushed her to the wall. This caused her head to hit the wall and bleed. Jack heard Eva's moans of pain, but he didn't care. He took her there. Standing, hurting, bleeding. He took her roughly, without passion, without respect. Eva couldn't do anything but accept what life has given her. She started to think that maybe Jack was right. Perhaps it was her fault that she ruined his life. I don't want to come down. Bring my food here. Jack demanded after he finished. He just removes himself from her without warning, apology, or appreciation. After putting on her underwear and shorts, Eva went downstairs to get Jack's food. But when she finally stepped into the quietness of the kitchen, Eva's tears began falling uncontrollably. Her body shook with every silent scream, and wished that everything would go back to normal, that Jack would go back to the way he used to be. The following day, Giselle arrived at their house with a homemade dish she cooked. She wanted to spend some time with her best friend. After Eva got married, she became busy with her husband, which Giselle completely understands. She tried to give them as much time as they need to enjoy their newlywed status. Hi, best friend. Giselle enthusiastically greeted her best friend, who just smiled and hugged her tightly. She thought Eva was just tired so she kept quiet. How are you? Eva greeted her, smiling, but she can feel how fake her smile is. Where's your husband? Giselle asked. I'm here. How are you? Jack asked Giselle. Babe, I have to go. We have a client meeting. Jack announced. Giselle watched him as he walks towards Eva, who's keeping her down. He hugged her and kissed her head, but Giselle noticed something. Eva secretly winced. Giselle kept quiet and waited for Jack to leave before firing her questions. Is he hurting you? Giselle said, more like a statement than a question. What? Of course not. Eva couldn't maintain her eye contact. Really? Giselle tried to confirm. Yes, why would you think that? Eva looked away. Because of this. Giselle grabbed Eva's arm and witnessed how she winced in pain. The moment she arrived, Giselle noticed that despite the humid weather, Eva is wearing a long sleeve. Then she saw how Eva winced while Jack was hugging her. What is he doing to you, Eva? Nothing. He's not doing anything. Eva lied. Is that so? Giselle said she watched Eva turn her back on her to put the dish at the table. Giselle used her long umbrella to poke Eva's left leg, and she was right. Eva almost fell on the floor if she wasn't able to grab the nearest chair for support. He's not doing anything to you? He just carried away sometimes. Eva finally put the dish down. He's not doing anything to me, I promise. Giselle stared at her best friend for a little while, then finally shook her head. She can feel something is wrong, but Eva won't tell her. Giselle let out a loud sigh and sat down on the chair near her. Eva was pretending to set up the table for the two of them, but Giselle can clearly see how her hands and her chin shake. It was Eva's sign as she's trying to hold her tears. You know that I can tell if you're lying, right? Giselle crossed her arms and looked at Eva intently. Jack arrived at their office early. He doesn't want to leave the house yet, but Giselle being there irritates him. He felt like he wants to smother her face whenever she's near. Jack sighed to calm himself. He can't let Giselle's visit to their house ruin his day. Hey Jack, boss wants to see you, Jericho said as he peeks his head on his office door. Why? Jack asked, confused. I don't know, man, Jericho said, then left. Jack decided not to make their boss wait. He immediately went to her office and knocked 3 times. After hearing her said, "Come in," Jack carefully opened the glass door. He was always mesmerized by the elegant design of the room. Cozy, extravagant, but not intimidating. Aren't you going to sit down? A lustrous voice of a woman said from the window. She is Vanessa Van Heim, a 34-year-old single lady with a net worth of $7 million a year. The Van Heim Architectures is not her only business. She's a woman of ambition, drive, and fierce passion. How are you, Jack? Vanessa asked without looking at him. I'm doing great, Ms. Van Heim, Jack responded confidently. Good, sit down. Vanessa turned around to face him. Jack suddenly felt like he is sweating badly. She is wearing a tight, blood-red plunging neckline. Vanessa smirked when she saw how Jack looks at her. Jack noticed it, so he tried to look away. But no matter how hard he tries, Vanessa's revealing dress kept calling for his attention. Like what you see? Giselle went home after spending some time with Eva. She observed her actions, her expressions, her jumpiness. There's a lot that she wanted to say to her, but Giselle decided against it. She doesn't want to start another fight with Eva. Jack will have an easier time manipulating and bullying Eva. Hey, I was expecting bubblier, happier you after visiting Eva, Lyndon said when he noticed that Giselle was too quiet. He came to visit when Giselle arrived home. I think Jack is abusing Eva, Giselle said with a hint of hatred in her tone. Do you have proof? Lyndon asked. I have a cousin on the social service. I can ask her for help. When I arrived, she was wearing a long sleeve in humid weather, Giselle explained. Then Jack hugged her and I saw her winced. I grabbed her arm and it hurt her too much. She can't even walk properly. I poked her leg with my umbrella, and she almost fell face first on the floor. Damn, what is he doing? Lyndon asked more to himself. I asked for my cousin's help. Don't worry, we are going to do something about it,